To ISC5. This is Division D with AW and KDCM 2.0. This is your ever so wonderful mustache caster, Direwolf here, and with Carbon Fire, the leader of the Mech Enjoyers.
Hello, hello.
So today we have a very, very fun little match for us all going on. So far, AW is leading their division, I believe, by 1 point, while KDCM's in the middle of the pack, hopefully trying to change that for this match. So, I'm going to go ahead and get the timer started for the teams. So, if I'm going to go ahead and bring us over to the map strat, if Carbon, you want to talk about it a little bit.
Sure. So what we've been seeing a lot of is straight brawl pushes. They tend to end up with everybody fighting in Echo 5. Maybe not the best play to receive or take a push. It's kind of a coin flip. We've seen some strats where we take an island position from each side. Or we see blue lasers and they kind of take standoff range and they try and farm the other team either as they're trying to get up over the saddle or um, they rotate out to water side and then they're trying to do a hold for Gamma and Kappa, trying to get those shots in through the buildings. And hold down Kappa, Gamma, and just ignore Theta. Other things we've seen is you get the Gamma flip, you get the Theta flip, and then you're just playing a saddle defense and a Gamma defense, trying to deny. Should be interesting. I don't know these teams in these divs, but yeah, we'll see what they bring.
Yeah, no, we've seen a lot of really interesting strats going on, especially from the higher divisions. Wednesday, for instance, JGX and 5JDX brought two really interesting styles of drop decks, in particular with JGX bringing a 100-tonner 4L out and put him in the water of Fox 4 Echo 4. He ended up really doing the most amount of damage out of his entire team and almost clutched it at the end. But
Yeah, that
5JDX
was interesting.
did end up pulling that out. So I'm going to go ahead and swap us
Yeah.
over here to the lobby screen here. And it does appear that both teams are locked. And I'm going to go ahead and get us dropped here. For those of you that don't know, again, this is ISC, the Intersphere Coalition. There is some different rules here. For instance, there's 3 different maps that get played for 5 games. The 360 tonnage drop and the 420 tonnage drop both get played on both sides for each team. So for the 360 ton drop, that is Alpine Peaks. Both teams get to play both sides, and same for the third map, which is HPG. And for the first map drop, only the team 1 the higher seed gets to play team 1, and that is a 250 ton drop with no streaks, or no lock-ons, I should say. It means no streaks, no LRMs, none of the really fun stuff that you get to see. So watching especially a lot of these lower division matches, I think they're really, really cool, really interesting. Kind of nice to see what fun stuff a lot of teams come up with. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Seeing some familiar mechs on the AW side. Blackjack 1Xs.
Yeah, over here on the KDCM side, we have a Spider 5K, a Javelin 11F, a Quick Draw 5K, another Javelin 11F, a Warhammer 6D, and a Javelin 11F. So using all 3 of the Javelins, what it appears to be is the Quick Draw is running 4 large lasers, the 6D is running 5 ER large, and I believe the 11Fs are probably running 2 small pulse heavy machine guns, and then that Spider probably some medium pulse and some heavy machine guns. If I can get it.
And from AW side, we're getting a lot of blue lasers. I think that's ER meds on those 1Xs, so very low DPS on that deck. They cannot take a head-on brawl. They need to get range and play for map control.
Yeah, so far it looks like KDCM did take the full cap on Kappa here.
the very stagnant setup for AW. Um, they need to get some more caps if they're going to go and pull range and go for a control strat. Otherwise, looks like KDCM could just push straight into them.
Yeah, that's what it looks like so far. It kind of looks like AW again, just really sitting here, just kind of trying to maintain that gamma hold. Nobody's really gone for Theta quite yet, which is very interesting.
Yeah. We got that island mech from KDCM, Warhammer 6D. A lot of is straight brawl.
Alrighty, yep.
Looks like both teams are just happy here to slug it out over Gamma. But wait, we got somebody from AW breaking off to go get Theta.
Faux Fire running in that fire starter with 8 small pulse. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go and try and grab that Theta cap. Again, that Theta cap has really decided a lot of games here. Like, if you don't send your lights to go and pick off that one mech that goes and grabs that Theta cap, like, it can definitely change the balance of how the game's going to be played. But honestly, if I was KDCM right here, like, as soon as I see that Theta cap get grabbed, I would start pushing almost immediately.
The advantage to KDCM is they do have those javelins and spiders. That could be very potent to hold Theta with.
Yeah, because with those machine gun quirks on the javelin, it's essentially like 7-hit machine guns. And almost if on cue, the javelins are going to go ahead and push in here with a quick draw and the spider falling up right behind them. It looks like to be a pretty even fight 4-on-4 here with with the Warhammer getting into this fight. Yep, this is going to be just a full send by KDCM here.
Yep, focusing Baron.
Yeah, he's going to go down here very soon, especially if they're hitting those legs on the blackjack. Wade.
Good leg to jab.
Yeah, Wade just lost a lot of HP there really quickly. He might go down here soon. Yeah, exactly. Nutbob kills him, and then Baron gets killed by smoke.
Good trade so far on damage. This could go either way.
Oh, there's a Jenner Oxide out in the field. Alex kills Neil. Again, right now this is swinging towards AW's favor and mechs-wise.
Yeah, the brawl is split. They just need to get focusing on one target. And here comes AW. I think this is going to tidy it up.
Smoke Dog's going to get killed here. He got legged by Notbob. I think
Yeah, here goes Claw.
He got legged too. This appears going to be a very, very efficient cleanup by AW here. Yeah, FD goes down. Now it's just a quick draw. Yep, Notbob kills Heaven Warrior.
Yeah, great receive by AW.
I think right there, honestly, it was more so the fact that there's just a focus fire and the brawling potential of AW just really, really sold it there.
Yeah, the KDCM folks just streamed in, and I think they lost the edge.
So, right here, looking at the damage numbers here, we have Alex545 doing 339 in his fire starter with 1 kill for AW. Followed up right behind him is Notbob doing 293 in that Oxide. A very, very fun mech to watch. He had 3 kills with it. Over on the KDCM side, we have Heaven doing 366 with no kills. Followed up right behind him is FD doing 224 in that Warhammer. Not entirely sure about bringing the Warhammer here.
I think they were setting up for something that they didn't implement. If they got the 2 caps and then they could have tried playing that waterside hold, could have gone differently. You just got to use those javelins for better map control.
All right. So,
oh, did you publish the match?
No, I did not.
I did not get that in time.
It's up to the teams anyways for that.
Oh, perfect. We have no responsibility.
I'm just here to make exciting gameplay. exciting calls for it. All right, speaking of excitement, we have the next map that's going to be Alpine. So I'm going to go ahead and bring us over to the map strat real quick. I'm going to go ahead and get the timer started for Team 1 if you want to talk about it a little bit.
Sure, I can. So this one, we've seen a couple different plays. There's two different lanes as it kind of shakes out. You have from the Team 2 side, you have an option of taking the India 10 path to get the control over the mountain, or we've seen a lot of hard pushes down the Kilo line to pressure Sigma and kind of take away a bit of the backfield from Team 1. Both are valid strats, and both are received in different ways. From Team 1 side, we see a lot of extreme range setups, either setting up on the hills behind Epsi and just playing extreme range trade down the lanes here, or you get your stalkers and things, and you're kind of setting up behind Theta, fighting two grid squares down towards the Kilo line. We've also seen setups from Team 1 taking the ridge line here and doing kind of a deep receive of Team 2's push. Usually Team 2 is the side that's going to be pushing and trying to take map control and initiative.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely think one very, very particular spot that Team 2 really needs to be able to grab, and especially the cap right here, is going to be Kappa. Because Kappa is like, the moment you grab it, it becomes basically a non-existent cap at that point. Because any movement that tries to go for Kappa is normally going to be met with a lot of blue lasers. Because it's just such...
You'll lose your legs.
Yeah, so much out in the open. We saw it happen to Django on Wednesday, where he took his flea and just got absolutely eviscerated by the JGX trade. Another thing I will definitely say is scouting is so unbelievably important in any of these matches. Like, they can swing games so much.
Yeah.
Alrighty, looks like both teams are locked here. KDCM, of course, in very, very fast fashion. So we're going to go ahead and get us launched here for the second drop of the night. Alrighty, over here on the Epsilon side, if you want to head down towards Team 2.
I will.
Alrighty, here comes the pilots right now. For AW, we have a Warhammer 6D, Grasshopper 5H, Warhammer 6R, a Stalker 5S, a Phoenix Hawk 7S, and a Flea 17. I'm willing to bet you that Warhammer is carrying light Gauss and ER PPCs. And another Warhammer 6D. What do we got on the other side?
This is your standard blue laser trade. We got your two Battle Masters and a Stalker, which will make up probably their Sigma line trade, and then they will be, the Sigma Cat Point trade. Then they'll be using the Fire Starters for map control.
Yeah, KDCM already have some very, very bright and interesting camo patterns here. A really big thing to note is the Phoenix Hawk 7S is carrying small pulse and light PPCs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, a lot of pretty much standard laser vomit mechs here for the AW side. Looks like there's already a bit of a scuffle here.
See Crazy Indian here, that 3-yard large fire starter going up on top of the India 9 mountain.
Very, very interesting, considering the fact that it does have range, so it's definitely has the mobility and the agility for it.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if that's a better pick than the Raven. but it's definitely interesting. The other fire starters look like standard 2 light peep small laser.
I guess you mean Chad Raven.
Yes, the Chad Raven. Chad Chicken.
So yeah, it looks like AW is going to get the full cap here on Sigma, which is a very, very smart play here.
Yeah.
And if I was a fleet, I'd honestly grab full cap Sigma, then I go in to make sure that Epsilon cap's going to be very, very hard to grab. Or have one of the other mechs do it as well, and just have the fleet kind of play and bully here on Sigma, which is probably what he's doing.
Yeah, when you get a full cap like that on Sigma, oh, it's really hard to flip it around.
And it looks like, again, that far starter you were talking about has really, really great angles on the AW trade. If you're kind of looking a little bit on the map at the bottom left here, you can kind of see AW has a really, really nice fire line, but they're grouping up just a little bit too much with a really, pretty much really standard fire line coming from KDCM, spanning across basically the entire map. Getting different angles is really, really important when you're coming with ER large trade.
Yeah, I really like KDCM's setup. I'm surprised Crazy Indian is not being punished. That's been huge.
Well, Baron's gonna come up
comes...
and give him some love here in a second.
Yeah, I don't know if he scouted this. He's gonna get eaten. And
no, don't you do it yet. Come on, sneak up on him.
Oh,
dun.
Oh, that's
dun. Oh, he sees him. That UAV gets thrown up just a little bit too late. And here comes the fall down from Crazy here. This is gonna hurt a lot. Down already 67%, 63, 60, 58, 57.
They're not shooting legs on him though. He might get away with this.
He is open to the right torso. That's probably what they're trying to go for. Just go ahead and XL check that fire starter. He's walking backwards.
Yeah. Okay. Not sure about that movement, but it worked and he's out.
Yeah, very, very. He did not come out unscathed though. Arguably gonna have to really play really conservatively for most of this match now. Again, you just have a lot of like pretty much standard trade going on. Looking over the KDCM side again, Crazy Joe taking a lot of damage, followed up right behind with Heaven and his Battlemaster. In the AW, you only have 79% left of not Bob. So
that's not a lot of Bob.
Yeah, let's hope his tacos have a little bit more. But I'm a huge fan of faux fire in this Warhammer right now. I am a little bit partial to like Gauss PPCs. So
yeah, it can be tough to play on this. That you really got to watch your positioning.
Zool burns down Zool. Crazy Indian Joe. Yep, again, he should have just played a lot more conservatively, and he lost that right torso because of it. So now AW has the mech advantage, and arguably the health advantage, too.
They do. FD has got great map control here up behind Sigma.
What you
doing,
they
need to apply pressure.
So our fleet's running 7 small pulse lasers. Very interesting, and he's kind of, chilling in a corner here. Very, very interesting. Again, just kind of hiding out and just waiting.
Yeah. With KDCM set up, this is what you would be doing if you think you can hard trade your opponent. And they need to burn down the AW trade so they can go make a play for Sigma. Here comes an attempt on Sigma, but he's going to get pushed off.
Yeah. I mean, the KDCM trade's definitely being very, very effective here. Not Bob at 65%. Zool and his Grasshopper down to 70%. The Warhammer 6G down to 76. And that Warhammer 6R down to 73. The really only fresh stuff there on the AW side is the lights.
Yeah, heavy light presence here on Sigma.
I mean, what? I don't know. I think I would have taken that fight 100%. Have Smoke Dog start looking over to be able to give that little bit of extra fire. But again, I don't know.
Well, sometimes you just don't know enough, and you want to play it safe and keep those light mechs fresh. There we go. There's our pick.
Yeah, Smoke killed the Alex. right now the tonnage is going to KDCM, but
Yeah,
health-wise, it's going to them too.
I think they're going to get a bit more aggressive here with FDLR pushing.
Oh, but he's gonna have both of the AW lights on him very
Oh, here
shortly,
comes the
but
lights.
the KDCM lights are gonna be there to respond and help him.
They can't. They're going to have a hard time.
He's left
Once
torso.
lights. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Once those lights
Leave.
get up there, they can get farmed out by the trade line.
Come on.
It's a risky play.
Yeah.
Yeah, AW light's going to pay for it.
Yeah. Baron's gonna go down here. I think he
Oh,
just
he's
got
lagged.
legged. Yep. Down he goes. Again, like the moment you saw those fire starters starting to join the fight, you immediately should have been running.
Get out of there. Yeah. Oh, that's a ballsy play by Claw. You're gonna break your legs, dude.
Again, the AW Flea, again, being an really, really smart Flea pilot, just kind of saving his mech up as much as he can, realizing that he's the only light mech AW has to even keep a remote fight in this, even a remote chance of a fight right now, even though they are up in caps right now, but Sigma's slowly getting taken down. But
yeah,
he might get dropped here if he's not careful. The AW trade needs to help him.
That's it. They've conceded map control. They've been wrangled into a postage stamp size area here on the back of this hill.
Yep, down goes the Flea. Yep, right there. FD gets killed by Not Bob and his Stalker.
Here comes Heaven to clean him up.
Enemy forces have Sigma.
Lots of open mechs here he can farm.
Yeah. This is starting to look more and more like KDCM's going to take drop 1 here.
Drop 2.
Drop 2, yes, I'm sorry. Zool goes down. My Smoke Dog. And yep, the Ramen and Heaven are going to come in here and start blasting away. Yep, down goes the AW trade. Now they just need to go grab those caps. I think
AW was really up on caps though. If they could have held out a bit longer, that could have gone the other way.
Yeah, I think that what was really the deciding factor there was the AW Lights attempting to go and pick off FD and just leaving a little bit too late, causing the Phoenix Hawk to get killed there, and then the AW trade just not being able to support the Flea.
Absolutely.
I don't know if there was a miscommunication error or what, but again, that game goes to KDCM. It's now 1-all. Looking at the damage numbers here, we have on the KDCM side, we have Heaven Warrior doing 595 with 1 kill in his Battlemaster. Followed up right behind him is Smoke Dog doing 564 with 3 kills. Over on the AW side, we have Not Bob doing a whopping 620 damage in his Stalker with 1 kill. And then Foe doing 306 and that Warhammer with 0 kills.
Yeah, you can tell they kind of lost that one in the mech lab. The Battlemaster Stalker combo was definitely the stronger pick for those top peaking sightline control that they needed to do. The Warhammers were just eating it.
Alrighty, we're gonna get this side swap going on. Let me just give him a count.
This time.
Just gonna make sure all the teams are all good. They have all of their pilots and everything, so that way they can start go ahead and getting into their mechs. So yeah, I think it was just a lot of critical errors by AW that really just ended up costing them that drop right there. So
Yeah, top peaking in those Warhammers is really punishing against Stalkers and Battle Masters.
Alrighty.
But it looks like they've been saving their Stalkers, so maybe we'll see that from the other side.
Stalker enjoyers?
Maybe. Or Lerms. How about some Lerms?
We've already ran into Lerms once.
It's more fun when you're not playing.
Oh yes, 100%. I think two things I missed from ISC of last year was Dragon Bowling on this map and Lerms.
Right?
It's such a very interesting and fun way to play the game sometimes, but you know, once you start getting into the higher divisions, like a top of Div B, top of, you know, and in Div A especially, you got to play a lot more long distance, and just being able to hit your shots a lot more accurately. I mean, granted, we've seen Lerms played in finals of Worlds both in 2022 and 2021.
Yeah, true. But that's a smaller investment. Usually it's a token Lermech to upset the enemy's strat, make them play a little different.
Yeah. I think a really good representation there, I think from Worlds of last year, was Obbins against 5JDX with Bowser and his Lerm Nova Cat.
Nova Cat? Yeah, that's right.
So. Alrighty. We're just waiting on KDCM to lock here. They only got about 3:30 left on the clock.
Both teams pretty quick to lock up.
Yeah, I can definitely appreciate that as opposed to some other matches.
Would not be us, right?
Never. Alrighty, team 1 is locked here. I don't think I've actually had any team go to full 5 minutes yet since I've been casting, so.
Has anybody been disqualified for that?
No.
Yeah.
Very surprising. And just like that took a whopping 20 seconds from AW, so I can definitely appreciate it. Both teams running 360 tonnage, and here we go for drop 3. So. Yeah, I don't know, it's always fun to watch the lower div teams go at it, and just kind of watch like how drastically teams improve. Like I know AW has been floating between like Div D and Div C for like forever now, and they have a lot of really good pilots in their mix. So,
yeah.
I think probably the most noticeable one that I remember was Fjord coming all the way up from like the lower divisions to making top 12 of Worlds this year.
Yeah, that was epic. They came up very fast, really quick learners.
Already over here on the Team 1 side, we have Crazy India Joe and a Cicada 3M, willing to bet you that's ER large. Ramen for the win, coming with a Phoenix Hawk 7S, Heaven Warrior, Battlemaster 1G. We got 2 Zeuses coming from Smoke Dog and FD, and an Osiris 4D from Claw.
Alright.
Come here, Enjoyer.
So,
there we go.
This is wild. Looking to play it back with a very similar deck, except this time we're 2 Grasshoppers and 1 Warhammer with the Stalker. Let's see if those Grasshoppers can make the difference.
So I stood corrected. The Phoenix Hawk is not actually a standard Phoenix Hawk. He's actually running ER larges on it. And the Osiris 4D is running 6 ER mediums.
Alright.
We have gained Epsilon.
So right here, that Flea 20 from Kodiak, he's in a very bad position here. You don't want to take that fight, sir. Is he running medium lasers? He's running 5 ER smalls.
Okay.
Very interesting there.
That is.
Yeah, but again, KDCM really just has to back up and use their range on them.
Yeah, Aces Wild has a lot of blue lasers this time. The only thing that's short range is a 2-light PPC Phoenix Hawk.
Interesting. Looking at how KDCM's setting up here, like, they're just trying to get as many angles as possible. Really not a huge fan of the Zeus's on this map. You definitely want to use them for more of a side peek than coming over the top like Stalkers or Battle Masters.
That's true. That's going to be difficult for them.
But again, who do we have out here in the distance? Oh, it's Alex with the Warhammer 6D. I'm really curious as to why the 6D. I know the 9D has speed and range. You know how I know? Because I played it earlier today.
And he won't stop talking about it.
Don't get me started on the Velocicrab.
Oh, God.
So, looks like we have the cicada all the way up there on the mountain. The purple paint job is a must-have here on the map. So, but he has really, really great sight lines all the way up here. He can kind of feed information to his team to let them know, hey, this is what all the mechs are.
Yeah, this is a losing play for Aces Wild.
Yeah, just slowly bleeding out armor.
Yeah, they need to take an elevation advantage or open up some new angles. It looks like that's what we're going to see here with Alex getting his Warhammer up behind Sigma. But I don't know if that's enough. It looks like their lights are already bleeding. The flea's down to 75%. See what's open on him. Yeah, they're shooting legs.
So, yeah, again, right now it's just a really slow burn. Again, just like how a lot of these matches have gone so far for Alpine right now. Okay, it looks like AW's going to try and make another move for Sigma here. And the fleet's just small enough to kind of get in those little crevices. But
this is a winning play for those two grasshoppers. They've isolated the mountainside and they're getting preferable trades here.
Yeah. If you look, the entirety of this match going on right now is just over Sigma right here. That's...
Yeah. It's the right play, though, if they can just isolate a couple of those KDCM guys, get the early kill, and start applying pressure. They might be able to sneak Sigma.
You have Crazy Doe down to 67%, Smoke Dog down to 75%, and FD down to 72%. But I still give the HP advantage right now to KDCM. They just have a lot more fresher mechs.
Yeah. Although those Zeuses aren't doing them any favors right now. What's open on Smoke Dog? Yeah, Smoke Dog is open left torso. That's not good. And so is FD. Heaven Warrior's fresh in the Battle Master.
Yeah, I'm not 100% loving the KDCM firing line right now. They're all just kind of in one little line, just kind of peeking up and down, especially with those Zeuses. You don't need to peek up and down with those Zeuses.
Yeah, they're committing the same sins as Aces Wild did. The same ridgeline and top peaking with mechs with low mounts. It's just not going to win you the trades.
Yeah. It looks like AW is kind of grouped up over there right now. They might be trying to look to push for Sigma and just go ahead and try and use what little HP they have left.
If they know those Zeuses are open, there's probably enough armor left on them to go and kill the two Zeuses at least.
Oh, it looks like they're going to be... Maybe? Oh, come on. Hey, they decapped Sigma here. I mean, the caps really aren't that big of an issue for AW right now. They still have plenty of time left on the clock.
Yeah, this could bleed a lot of armor for them. Those Zeus's are not being punished. They need to
Yeah.
get some
Baron
counter trade
might
on
have
it.
just Baron just went down. I'm pretty sure he just got XL checked there.
Oh,
No, he got
that's a
his
King
legs.
Sock,
Yeah, he got his legs taken out.
Mm.
That's not good for AW at all. So right now, I think KDCM realizes the fact that AW is extremely hurt right now. They're down a mech. Down goes the flea. AW ran out of light mechs now for their team, so
Yeah.
This is starting to look more and more like a KDCM win here. They just don't have the maneuverability of those lights anymore.
No, and Alex is getting really punished here up on the mountain. He's gonna have to get down. That Stalker, not Bob, he's still doing okay, but he is open. If he can get some lucky top peaks in on those Zeus's, though, he could close out 2 traders.
The AW Grasshopper's open CT here. So I will say I definitely really are like the KDCM pilots peaking and presenting together.
Yeah, they're hanging on to those Zeus's a lot longer than I thought they would.
Yeah. I don't know, we just Zeus's don't get seen a whole lot in comp as much as I think they really should, especially I think the hero gets the most play. Looks like KDCM is gonna try and make a push here on Kelda right here. I think Kelda's open CT. He might go down here soon. Yeah, he's one touch. Yep.
One touch.
Here comes the swing. Down goes not Bob. Zell gets killed right here. Yep, this is exactly what KDCM's gonna do. Just go ahead and push in and clean up house. Revo's gonna go ahead and go down here very shortly.
Yeah, Revo's red CT. Go.
Yep. And then it was just the Warhammer in a dream. Yep, here comes the light. Just gonna go ahead and close it in right here. Really interested by this Osiris 4D.
What do we got on that?
6 year meads.
Right.
Okay, thank you, Claw. And Claw gets him finishing it up and make it a KDCM win. So now KDC is leading the game to 2-1.
What a reversal mid-match.
Now, go ahead and looking at the damage numbers here. Well, from KDCM side, we have 515 coming from Heaven Warrior with 2 kills in his Battlemaster. Followed up right behind him is FD in that Zeus doing 457 with 1 kill. And looking over at the AW side, you have Not Bob doing 547 with no kills. And then Kelda following up right behind him in 428. The really big difference here is you're looking between the lights of the KDCM and AW. AW's lights collectively did 47 damage as opposed to the KDCM lights doing well over collectively 400 damage.
I think AW had that. It seemed like they just got cap anxiety, and that threw their light pack away.
Alrighty, next map is the ever wonderful, my second favorite map, HPG.
Who even says that?
I do. I enjoy HPG. You can do so many different things on HPG.
You can send messages?
Ah ha ha ha. You're so funny. Go ahead and talk us through it a little bit there, Carvin.
Right, so moving back to our map strat. This has been really interesting. I don't know too much about what this div has been doing, but we are not seeing basement brawls, which have been a thing where both teams just send it straight in for Theta and they don't give a crap about anything else. that hasn't been the case so far. We're seeing a lot of Team 1 set up on the wall, and then you're pushing DACA around the low ground, or maybe you're trying to get up on the spine and shoot into your opponent. So wouldn't be too surprised if we see 2 or 3 DACA mechs per side. Same thing with the other team. The only difference is the wall. There's no bridge here. So the other team, if they want to do a rotation along the wall, they're going to have to go this way, or they need jump jet mechs to get up into Delta 3 and continue a rotation around. Yeah, I'm expecting probably a little more play out in the open, and the focus will be control of Epsi Kappa.
Yeah, I 100% agree. One of my favorite things about this map is you can do a lot of different stuff. You can do long range trade on the walls. Again, you can do DACA push if you want. Mid range, laser vomit trade. You can even do some really nasty brawl. This map just has a lot of offer, just like my favorite map, Rubelite. But I don't know how I feel about the cap locations here. I definitely feel
I
like
think you're disadvantaged, Team 2, because of that break in the wall. You cannot do a swing with ground-bound wall trade.
well, yeah, because even then you need some sort of jump jets to be able to get up right here, but that takes a lot of time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Team 1 can just walk Annies along this wall here. So, bit of a disadvantage. The other side needs to play their ground-bound stuff around the bottom here, or they can start just taking ramps and poking up over, and you put extreme range and Fox 4, Fox 5 that can pressure around the map this way.
So what's really interesting here is KDCM is stacked 3 apiece on Alpha and Charlie, so they could be pushing for both sides of the wall. Well, AW currently is stacked Alpha, 4 mechs on Alpha, 2 on Bravo, so really going to be interesting to see what they do here. I'm going to bring us over to the lobby. Ramen is being ramen. So,
I think you said his name. That's what he wanted.
what's really interesting here is AW's 15 tons light. That's 15 tons less of armor, weapons, energy, anything like that. So,
5 tons less.
mm-hmm.
Yep. But we've seen some very strong mechs. Sometimes you just don't want to compromise just for the sake of dropping perfect tonnage.
Yeah. Again, we're just waiting on AW to lock here. Unless they have, but I don't think so. Aha, they did. I just didn't see it. All right, here we go. We're going to be dropping here in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, all that talking in the all chat, I didn't even see them say locked. Yeah. I definitely will prefer this HPG over the old HPG. I know that's a very controversial take for some people.
It is, yeah.
I'm heading over towards the Epsilon side.
Okay. The other side.
Yes. The fun side.
Not Bob needs to stop giving all his luck away.
I think they can use every single bit of it, because right now they're currently fighting to maintain the first place here. So, alrighty, over here on the KDCM side, we have 2 Victor 9A1s, 2 Assassins, one's a 21, one's a 23, a Night Star 9S, and a Stalker 5S. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Those, Ultra 10 and Ultra 5s on the Victors, it appears. The Assassin 21 is running 4 SRM6s. Stalker's running 6 Euro Large, very nice. Nightstar is 2 Gauss 3 Euro Large. The other Victor, again, Ultra 5s, Ultra 10s. And the Assassin 23 is 3 SRM6s with Artemis. What do you got on the AW side?
Almost a perfect DACA deck here. I'm really leaning into the DACA. With 3 Hatamotos, it looks like they're 2 5s, a 2, and light peeps.
Enemy control.
And the 1R is running 4 Ultra 5s. So that's 4 big DACA mechs. And then you have your Vulcan, Snubs, MGs, and your Phoenix Hawk, which I think is just all ER meds.
Yeah, it's the that's the Fireball.
Yeah, that is going to be a very toasty mech. The not much in the way of map control. They are going to have to hold on to these 2 mediums for dear life.
Oh, I saw Mauler 1R and I got excited about Lerms, but unfortunately, no missile, boys.
This is good. They're presenting together, really leaning into that wall trade.
Yeah, very nice, very nicely done. Looks like they're just going to push right here on this left side of the map here and just take those DACA trades. But they need to be very, very careful about the KDCM mechs that are on the complete
counter
opposite
push.
side.
Yeah, that's a good play by them. It is a weakness from this side. You kind of have to low ground push it if you are going to swing towards Kappa Epsi.
Yeah, looks like Foe's going to go down and grab Theta real quick.
They're getting bottled up. They need to use that Vulcan and their Phoenix Hawk to go and apply some pressure to those wall mechs in their back.
KDCM right now is just putting them in one single spot and just having free fire.
Yeah. And if you notice, both sides of the wall from KDCM are very even split on their tonnage. 2 assaults and a medium.
It looks
pushing
like
both sides.
Yeah, it looks like the AW lights are gonna be trying to get a little bit aggressive here against crazy Indian Joe Ramen and FD.
It's hard to say what the best play is. I think they do need to isolate one side and push it hard.
Yeah.
That's their best advantage while KDCM is split.
Foe's right here trying to get into the back of FD right now. And then here comes Kodiak. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
This might be exactly what AW needs to win this right here, but they need to be extra careful. 59%.
Yeah. If AW's assaults can get enough damage out and assist this push on the wall.
FD gets down right there.
Good pick.
Now this is a 2-on-1 right here. They can pick Ramen right here probably for free easily. Foe trying to escape really can't. Kodiak needs to help him finish off this assassin. Oh wow, Kelda kills Neil.
Kelda, this is amazing. I don't know if they're gonna get out of here. They got that pick, but it's gonna cost that mech. It's too isolated.
Yeah, that's very well done by him to be able to just deny the push from the KDCM mechs over here as much as they could.
Yeah.
But he's going to go down for it, I think. Coming back over here to the wall fight. Yep, down goes Kelda. Ramen's down to 40%, while the AW lights right here are still relatively fresh.
Ramen's just trying to get away with his life. He's opened both side torsos. Yeah, he's going to hide.
Foe's going to try to finish him off here.
Yeah, just got to scan those side torsos.
Yeah, I get just big props for the AW lights right here, just working together. Yep, down goes Ramen by Kodiak.
Good play. I think now that the KDCM's dropped off the wall, it's going to be hard for them to come back from this.
Yeah, it's crazy. Indian Joe needs to be careful about them. The 2 lights are going to come right into his rear. AW just needs to hold off. Smoke kills Revo, and Notbot kills Smoke. It is now currently a 4-on-2 in favor of AW.
Yeah.
I think AW is going to take it here. Yep, Crazy goes down by Kodiak. And then they're just going to push Heaven right here.
The enemy
Yep,
has capped
right
enough
there.
resources. We've
Wow.
failed.
I think AW's Lights single-handedly probably won that match for them. They were just they did
Absolutely.
exactly what they needed to do at the right time. And I'm willing to
Yeah.
bet you the damage numbers show that almost. Looking at the AW side, Kodiak, yeah, Victor 5S 401. Then you also have Foe doing 314. And then you look at the Dakamex, Revo 670, Keldis 647, Not Bob 506, Zool 511. You look over at the KDCM side, Smoke doing 720 damage in his Stalker, with Heaven falling right up behind him 515. Then Neil just doing 60 damage in the Assassin with no kills. Ramen 393, FD 380, Crazy Indian Joe 258. So I definitely will say that the AW Lights were just able to outdamage the KDCM Lights, bringing this match 2-all.
Yeah, really interesting split push. When you split like that, those wall mechs needed to cut sight lines with AW's bigs and just deal with those two lights, but AW just could keep laying into them.
Alrighty. Let me get the side swap here.
Yep, I got the code.
Yeah. See, I like matches like this where it's comes all down to the very, very last drop.
That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Some last minute mech building.
A staple. You know, I think being able to play both sides of the map allows you to kind of adjust to what your opponent did a little bit better. So
Very close though. Really good matchup. These two teams are. Yeah. They're all coming at this with their own unique play style and build ideas, and the matchup's close, but yeah, we're seeing some really cool plays.
yeah, that's part of the reason why I love watching like the lower divs is like there's just so many unique mechs that ends up getting played, and also just the strat ideas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that split wall push with split traders and everything. I have not seen that one.
Yeah, and I haven't even seen Victors at all this entire season. This is the first time I've seen them. But I will
Right,
definitely
yeah.
say, if you look at the overall scores, it doesn't tell the entire tale. You actually have to go and individually watch all of the matches to see how close it was. Like for instance, 5-0s could be a lot closer than you think than a 3-2.
Yep.
AW right now has 3:20 left on the clock. So
I think they got it here, just about.
I don't know. I never got the chance to play in like lower divisions like Div B and everything. I think my first match was on old HPG against CSPS in Blood Leagues of 2021. So
Right.
that was a very not enjoyable time. Man, I thought it was good back then.
That's the deep end. It's So seeing an Alpha Bravo set up from Team 1.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be pretty much a push towards their Epsilon cap.
Yeah, maybe we'll see some wall trade here. I don't think Aces Wild used the wall at all in the last drop. Except for the counter push with their mediums.
All right. I mean, I'm not a fish, a rollman right there, so I'll just let that be. That. And here we go. Team 2 got 5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah.
Just looking over here at Twitch chat.
Any juicy drama?
Oh, it's always juicy drama when it comes to MechWarrior comp. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the final drop for the AW versus KDCM 2.0. Both teams are locked. Both teams are ready to go. This is for all of the marbles right here. Let's go. Who do you think's gonna end up winning this one right here? My money is on AW personally.
Ooh. I think whoever has the best balance of wall control and some DACA is probably going to take this. Is that vague?
That's pretty vague.
Okay.
That's very mech enjoyer of you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, we got the mechs coming in here from KDCM. We have a Stalker 5S, Corsair 7A, an Orion Protector, I believe that is, an Osiris 1V, an Annihilator 1P, and another Osiris. What's on that Annihilator? It's going to be 5-year large Corsair. I know you're curious. 3-year large 2 Gauss. Got 4 small lasers, 3 SRM4s on one of the Osirises.
A lot of Corsair enjoying going on here.
And, yep, the Protector is running 2-year PPCs, 2 light Gauss. A very, very nice one. And then the Stalker, again, running 6-year large. What do you got on the AEW side?
All right, we got a
We have gained Epsilon.
Stalker. Nothing special. And then we have 3 Corsairs. 2 Gauss, 3 ER large. We got a little fast boy Locust. What's on him? 6 small pulse lasers.
I like that Locust. It's a fun one.
It is. We got a Javelin 11A running around somewhere.
Yeah, I got him.
It's going into the bottom. This could be a bad fight for him.
Yeah, 70-year medium is very interesting. I don't think the HSL works for it. But he's going to get picked here probably. He needs to run. He needs to bail.
Yeah.
What's on the AW Corsairs?
It's ER large and 2 Gauss. Not a bad pick with the range quirk and the Gauss fall off.
I don't know. Again, I'm a little bit more partial to the triple ear peep 2 light Gauss, but I don't know. That's just me. I'm weird like that.
It's a lot of... It's just a big HP pool if they can spread that damage.
Yeah, 100%.
They should be able to apply this pressure against the KDCM trade.
Alex ended up falling off with his Corsair, so he needs to figure out how to get back into this fight and quickly. Don't go that way. Turn around. Come on, Alex. Turn around.
Alex.
Alex,
he's going to the Wendy's on the other map.
The fight's the other direction.
My dude. He's prospecting for moon rocks.
Yeah, he's trying to. Zul's down to 60% in his Corsair. He definitely needs to slow his roll. He just got halved. I definitely think right here is
This is a
Zul.
big deciding point. Look at those
Yeah,
damage numbers.
Zul getting focused down immediately. He did
Yeah.
not need to go walking out there like that.
This other Corsair's about to pop. Kelda. Not Bob is trying to assist with trades, but they are getting hyper focused here.
Yeah. Again,
This is really bad trades.
I definitely think the Corsair hitboxes do not help that mech whatsoever.
No, you got to be really careful. Really, really careful. Kelda's about to go to Wendy's too. Oh,
Well, looks like Alex is finally getting back up and into this fight. I think KDCM just has the bigger HP pool even from the start. Down goes Kelda.
yeah.
I just
All right, and then not Bob is their only wall presence. So, this has just turned into like a 3v1, 3v1, 3v1. Absolutely the worst case for their AW traders.
yeah, this is just looking at how KDCM is set up here. Just 3 mechs up front, two of them are their lights, and one of those is that Corsair, and then you have the 3 other traders and kind of in the back, just kind of being able to overwatch them and be able to help trade with them when needed. That's a very, very smart setup there.
Yeah, good. Definitely way better map control, better use of cover. Alec would have been better off trading over this nipple structure early game, using the Corsair's higher mounts to try
Oh, there's
and
like there's a little bit
mitigate
of the
damage.
light scuffle here down on Theta.
Oh,
Again, this is I think right here will definitely even more decide the fight right here. The AW lights are just fighting independently while the KDCM Osiris's are doing. Yep, down goes Baron and his
yeah,
javelin.
good target focus. That Locust needs to run.
I think he's gonna stick and try and fight. Wayfarer goes
Oh.
down.
Wow.
This has just become a
Come on,
one-on-one.
man.
Oh, the Locust gets
He's
legged.
lagged. If he can shield that leg, maybe he can take a leg off the Osiris, but
so-
this is hard.
Yep,
Yep.
down goes the Locust. I think this match is gonna go to KDCM here. I may or may not have jinxed AW.
Theta is controlled by the enemy.
Yeah, not Bob's down to 27% in a Stalker. Man is down to 3 or large. I enjoy it.
Good for him.
Yep, down he goes. So then now it's just Alex and that Corsair.
Yeah.
He's not open anywhere yet, but is he close?
He's open CT. Well, he's about to be open CT.
Yep, there he
There
goes.
we go. Yeah, with those Corsairs, you really need to play something that lets you use your top mounts. Pushing up that aggressively was a death sentence.
Yeah, they got a strike on him and everything.
Mm-hmm. I think if you fall off the wall, you need to just play into the middle of the map, get up onto spine, start peeking low ground. That walk around the Zimbabwe of the map really cost the
Oh,
team.
there's an Osiris enjoyer incoming.
Oh. A very fresh Osiris.
And he turned his back to him. He doesn't. I didn't even think he saw him coming up. He doesn't recognize that he's behind. And yep, down he goes to smoke.
Tapped enough resources. We've failed.
Good games.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to call it right there. 3-2 in KDCM's favor. I think that's giving AW their first loss of this ISC. Looking at the damage numbers right here, we have Heaven Warrior in his Corsair 7A doing 669 damage with no kills, 5 assists. Followed up right behind him is going to be FD doing 566 in the Protector with no kills. Over on the AW side, very, very spread damage numbers. They're not horrible either. Yeah, Kelda doing 458 before he went down. Alex doing 447. Again, I think if he didn't take that long walk back over, it might have been a bit of a different story.
Yeah. Very good games, both teams.
Yeah. So once again, congratulations to KDCM 2.0. I do believe there's probably going to be another match going on later tonight, so stay tuned to the MW Comp announcements. I know tomorrow there's going to be some more matches. We have a Div C match with Mech Enjoyers, Union Mech Enjoyers, and then Castrian's Guard, as well as Trips Wild versus the Bacon Pirates going on later that night. So I'd like to thank everyone so much for stopping by. Carbon, thank you as well. You're an absolute pleasure. So I'll catch everybody on the flip side.